live on CBS Sports Sunday coverage of the 1987 American Cup Gymnastics Championships from George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan with Olympic gold medalist and three-time winner of an American Cup championship himself, Bart Conner. Now, in the men's exercises, they have 6 different events. They've currently gone through the first 4. They're now competing on the parallel bars. And at this point, the leader is Brian Ginsberg of the United States with Scott Johnson right behind him, and the Soviet, who is very tough, not out of it yet, Vladimir Gogoladze, who was very impressive yesterday. He led the preliminary qualifying round. And so we've got live action ahead. And coming up, it'll be Gogoladze and Olga Strasheva when we return with the American Cup. All right, Jim, we are live in Fairfax, Virginia. Tremendously exciting American Cup competition. And in the men's, as it stands right now, we are in the final rotation on the high bar. The Soviet Vladimir Gogoladze is the leader. Scott Johnson in second place with Brian Ginsberg in fourth place, but he has yet to compete. So he can win this. He needs a 9.65 on the high bar, and he will be the last competitor today. We'll be back with the action in a moment. 20-year-old Brian Ginsberg, a chance to win the men's competition at the American Cup. Born in Miami, grew up in Mobile, lives in Los Angeles. He needs a 9.65 to win here today. He is upcoming. Yesterday, some problems on the high bar, a score of just 9.1, and we asked him what happened yesterday.
On my Ginger, when I went to grab it, I grabbed with one hand. I didn't get my other hand completely on there. So when I kipped to do my other release, I sort of didn't have a grip, so I had to come back down and, reset my grip, and then I was able to get through the rest of the set.
Well, Bart Conner, as we look at Brian Ginsberg, I'm sure a lot of fans are saying, what did he say? What's a Ginger?
Well, a Ginger actually, technically, is a flyaway with a half-turn regrasp on the high bar. It's a very exciting move, but unfortunately, that's the move that injured Tim Daggett last week. That's also the move that injured Brian Babcock on our team. Eberhard Ginger, who invented the move from West Germany, is here as one of the judges. And I said, why did you ever invent that move? It's wiping out all of our best gymnasts.
Did you do a Ginger?
I did a Ginger, and
How well did you do a Ginger?
I fell off the high bar as much as I made it.
All right, well, here's a young man who does not want to fall off the high bar. He's got a chance to win the men's competition here. Last year he came in, he was a dark horse. He wound up nearly winning it. Finished in second place at the American Cup last year here on CBS, and it really gave him an opportunity to make a name for himself among the American gymnasts. He was not one of the well-known guys.
Absolutely, and this type of competition actually plays right into Brian Ginsberg's hands. He is an optional performer. This is his baby, and so I think this is where you'll have an opportunity to see him shine. Iris
and Ginsberg are here to watch their son in action today, and of course they must be tremendously excited at the position he's in here with a chance to win the competition.
And once again, it's important to note that there are no compulsory exercises in this event, so it is different from an Olympic or a World Championship competition. The gymnasts are just being judged on their optional exercises, which of course for Brian Ginsberg is a terrific advantage.
Well, it's been a battle between Ginsberg, Scott Johnson, and the Soviet Gogoladze. Let's go down and see what Scott Johnson, who's already been on the high bars, thinking at this moment. He's with Ann Butler.
Scott, how do you assess Brian's chances?
Well, the way that I see it, all he's got to do is get through his routine, nothing fancy, get through his routine, land on his feet on his dismount, and he's got this competition won.
I bet you're pulling for him.
I'm pulling for him. I want a USA to walk out with a first place trophy. The girls have already done it, now it's Brian's turn.
Well, I know how badly you want to watch this, and we're going to let you turn around and do just that. Tim, back to you.
All right, Ann, there's Brian Ginsberg. And, just what Scott Johnson said was exactly what we talked about earlier. His attitude this year, starting 1987, is just superb in terms of the U.S. chances in the Pan Ams and in the World Championships. So now he's cheering for his teammate, Brian Ginsberg. His parents looking on. You can see a little anxiety there, especially in Dad working the hands over, and up he goes.
Brian knows right now that he has to do the best he's ever done in his life on this event. There's a full twisting one-arm giant swing. Here's a pirouette. There's a one-arm Ginger. Okay, he was in a little close, but there was where the problem was yesterday, and today it looks great. Nice Ginger. So far, this routine is excellent. Okay, it's all going to come down to whether he nails this landing. Nice. 1, 2, 3, triple back. That's it. I'll bet you that's our champion.
What a job by Brian Ginsberg. We'll have a score for you momentarily. The silver medalist a year ago, perhaps the new champion among the men here today. A psychology major at UCLA who now wants to study veterinary medicine. A bright, interesting young guy, and now suddenly a factor in men's gymnastics in world competition with the Pan Ams and the World Championships ahead. Let's go back for a replay here.
Okay, right at the top of his exercise, he does a pirouette. One arm, full twisting giant swing. A little trouble there, but he kept the rhythm moving. Now here comes the release moves that he had trouble with before. There's a one arm to a ginger. Good position. Back up, pirouette. Now again, a ginger, and that one was right on. He knows at this point that he's gotten past the most difficult elements, and he's really great at doing dismounts. So I think at this point he thought, I got this baby nailed.
Well, he did get it. 9.75. Brian Ginsberg is the new men's champion of the American Cup here at George Mason University. Scott Johnson will be second. Now Johnson finishes third with Gogoladze, the Soviet, in second place, but the champion, Brian Ginsberg of the United States, and Christy Phillips, the American Cup women's champion. And so, an exciting competition comes to conclusion for Bart Connor and Ann Butler. This is Tim Ryan saying so long from the Patriot Center, George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia. Coming up next, the road to the Final Four, the NCAA Tournament Selection Show. The McDonald's American Cup Gymnastics Championship has been a presentation of CBS Sports.